What's up, my Mind Your Money business folks? It's me yet again with another video to talk about the stock market and what to expect in the week ahead. Actually, I'm going to cover the top 5 things some investors are saying to watch in the market next week. So let's get into it. Hopefully you guys are having a great weekend. You're investing into the stock market. Disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. Any and everything that I post on my channel and in these videos are for entertainment purposes only and reflects my opinions. So please consult with a financial advisor before you invest any of your money, because I do talk about investing and what I invest in. So the top 5 things that they're looking for next week. Number 1 is NVIDIA. NVIDIA will be giving its earnings report on the 20th. I think that is on Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, one of those days, right? So it says here, the chip maker NVIDIA, a bellwether for the AI craze that has boosted stocks this year, is due to report third quarter earnings after the close on Wednesday. Oh, so I was right. The results could well be a gauge for investors' appetite for tech stocks, the AI trade, and sentiment for equities broadly after post-election market rally stall. You know, it did stall a little bit, right? NVIDIA's chips are seen as the gold standard in the AI space, and its shares have risen around 200%. 200% this year, overtaking Apple to become the world's largest company by market capitalization. Its outsized weighting in the S&P 500 has helped power the index to record highs this year. This one stock has helped the S&P 500, which consists of the 500 largest companies in the United States. But this one stock, this one company, has helped the entire index. Okay, investor expectations are high going into earnings, raising the chances for short-term volatility. Last week, analysts at Raymond James raised their NVIDIA target price from $140 to $170 and reiterated that any pullback due to high expectation is an opportunity. So if there is a pullback and the say the stock price goes down, because that's what happened the last time it gave its earnings report, the stock went down. And what happened? I bought more. Then what happened after that? The stock price went up. I made money. So if that happens again, say there is a pullback for whatever reason, because if there are a lot of people investing into the company because it's such a great thing and money starts being poured into the market, big time investors on Wall Street will pull back. They're going to take a lot of the earnings that are being dipped into the market, especially if they're able to make millions and billions of dollars. Why not pull it out? Then the stock price is going to go down. There's nothing wrong with the company because it will eventually go back up. So I am in NVIDIA for the long haul. The second thing to look out for next week is the crypto rally. Bitcoin price has surged 30% since the November 5th US election, rising above the $90,000 level for the first time amid a rally that shows no sign of stopping. The entire cryptocurrency market has risen above $3 trillion in value for the first time ever, which means that Bitcoin and other digital assets are currently worth as much as the combined market cap of Elon Musk's Tesla, Facebook, and parent Meta, and Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway. The rally is being driven by expectations of a more favorable regulatory environment under the Trump administration, and with momentum continuing to build, some analysts see a 6-figure Bitcoin price as increasingly likely. A one-time crypto skeptic, President-elect Donald Trump, has pledged to set up a national Bitcoin reserve and make the U.S. a global hub for the industry, but it remains to be seen how feasible his promises are and what the timeline will be for their implementation. That's interesting. Number 3, U.S. data, Fed speak. The U.S. economic calendar is quieter in the week ahead, but investors will get updates on the health of the housing sector with reports on building permits, housing starts, and existing home sales. The calendar also includes the weekly report on weekly jobless claims, while manufacturing and service sector PMI data on Friday could give early indications on how companies are reacting to the threat of Trump's proposed trade tariffs, a data point that will be closely watched by markets from here on. Elsewhere, earnings results from Walmart, I've been to Walmart so long, and Lowe's on Tuesday will give fresh insights into the strength of consumer spending. Like, how much money are you guys spending at Walmart and Lowe's, people? Investors will also get the chance to hear from several Federal Reserve officials, including Chicago Fed, Austin Goolsbee, Kansas Fed President Jeffrey Smith, butcher names, and Cleveland Fed President Beth Hammack. Number 4, oil prices. Oil prices ended around 2% lower on Friday, adding to losses for the week as a combination of fears over weakening demand from China and the prospect of a slower pace of Fed rates, the Fed rate cuts. For the week, Brent fell 4%, while crude futures declined around 5%. Data on Friday showed that Chinese refineries processed less crude in October on a year-over-year basis as domestic demand slowed, adding to fears over economic outlook of the world's largest crude importer. Earlier in the week, the International Energy Agency forecast that global oil demand will slow, leading into an oil surplus in 2025. With all these electric vehicles, will people need oil as much and gas? Yeah, I don't know. Meanwhile, Fed Chair Jerome Powell, indicated Thursday the central bank can afford to be careful with the future pace and scope of rate cuts, citing ongoing economic growth, a solid job market, and inflation above Fed's 2% target. Lower interest rates typically spur economic growth, adding fuel demand. True. Number 5, didn't see this one coming. UK inflation. The UK is to release October CPI data on Wednesday, with economists expecting the annual rate of inflation to have risen 2.2%, climbing back above the Bank of England's 2% target. That would be an increase from 1.7% in September, the first time the annual rate of inflation dropped below the BOE's target in more than 3 years. That's not good, right? The BOE delivered a second 25 basis point rate cut earlier this month and said further cuts were likely to be gradual as it assessed the persistence of inflation pressures, including from the first budget of Britain's new government. BOE Governor Andrew Bailey, along with several other officials, will appear before Parliament's Treasury Committee on Tuesday to answer questions on inflation and the monetary policy outlook. The UK is to release October retail sales data on Friday, along with manufacturing and service sector PMI data. Yeah, that's interesting. Again, a lot of people living are just not aware of how things in other places like China or the UK affects the US, and vice versa. The things in the US affects other countries. These laws, these tariffs, rate cuts, it affects everything and everyone. That's why it's very important that people become more aware of this information. The more you know, the more you can prepare and help yourself. The less you know, that's not good. Anything can happen. The unexpected always happens and you're not prepared. You have to prepare. And the only way you can prepare is by learning, by knowing, by investing, by continuing to learn more. You have to learn. The day you stop learning, to me, is the day that you stop living. And a lot of people are not living. You know, the TV show The Walking Dead, a lot of people are walking around not living. So I'm going to end this here because I have to get to work. And yeah, I just wanted to get on, talk about something. My plan is to put out a video every day, even though there are days I don't want to, you know, because life be lifing, you know. But it, you know, it is what it is. And I really appreciate it once I'm done and once I do it. That's just life. You have to continue to push yourself until it becomes natural. It's not a problem. It's not a nuisance. It's something you look forward to. And it's something I look forward to. I learn more. Yeah, so like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Let me know what you think. If you think anything at all, yeah, like, comment, subscribe, people. Subscribe. Yeah, on that note, I'm going to end this video. All right, you guys take care. Peace.